Yeah, here we are again, out in my garage today. Move this camera back a little bit. And I show the progress of my gun stock I've been working on. But I don't know if you can hear it outside or not, but the wind is pretty much howling outside really bad. We're supposed to be getting snow coming in today, later this afternoon. So right now the temperature is around 45 degrees, but it's starting to drop already. So we're going to see some snow. So it's going to make it a little hard for me to work out here in the garage. So anyhow, I'll show you what we got. This is for Slimfire, by the way, who's been asking me how the progress is on, whoops, there we go again, on my on the gun stock I'm working on. And I've been sanding it down, and sanding it, and sanding it, and sanding it, and sanding it. And I'm fitting the barrel in there as well. I found out these are not basically interchangeable parts because it took me a while to get that trigger guard assembly in there. And I had to enlarge the holes a little bit to get them in there because they're all hand fitted. And I wasn't going to replace it with the one they gave me, which is this thing. It's bent. It's no good. So I put mine, the one I had originally, in there. The buttstock and everything else was fine in the back, so I didn't bother to touch that. The barrel will be sitting in there, and then the cover, here we go, goes over top the trigger guard, or the sight, actually, the steel sight. Actually, what you have to do is pop it up. I'm doing it one-handed, by the way. Okay, you have to pop it up like this. Okay, I gotta do that. I'll rest it up against myself. And what you do is you just basically, you put it in here like this, you work it around, and it slides underneath here, underneath there, this ring in the back, and it goes down. Oop, gotta go back farther. Oop, there we go. And that's how it looks after it's on there. And oh, the barrel's popped up because I don't have it down all the way. But anyhow, the sanding is, see how dark this other one is still on top? Well, obviously it's lighter wood on the other one than this, because I sanded this down too, and it was darker before, but I think it's a different type of wood. So I'm going to have a hard time matching it, I think. But anyway, it's coming right along, slow but sure, and it's a lot of hand sanding, and my hands are cramping up after a while because of my arthritis. And but anyhow, we'll go into next inside, and I'll show you what else I'm doing in there. Well, I was going to show you today what the dog jumps in my lap. Oh! You did a good jump today. I'm going to show you how this digital microscope worked. I picked up. Unfortunately, it's been stolen. Yes, it's true. It's been stolen by my brother. My brother Ron got a new project in the mail. It's a transceiver, and it's an SDR transceiver. So it has very small parts on the circuit board, and it was partially assembled. It's a partially assembled kit, and all the really small parts were already soldered in and all that. Well, he wanted to check out the circuit board, and he started even trying to look at the parts on it, and he couldn't see them. Even with a magnifying glass, everything else. So actually he tried it out here. He came over to my place, and then he took it back with him. So while he's working on this transceiver, so I probably won't get the thing back for another week or two until he finishes the thing up. But we found out, yeah, it definitely works. I mean, you can zoom into everything. It's actually got this little dial up in front. If you look here below that little dial below, that's the one for zooming in and out. So you can actually focus really well with it. So yeah, they work really, really well for 20, 25, 26 bucks. Oop, there goes a dog. Oh, you fell off. All right, I got you. So I was going to do that and look at this other circuit board, but I can't do that. So instead, I've been working on this VTVM, and make sure I don't hit the wrong button here. And we're going to go ahead and write this down. And I haven't forgotten about the other radio either. It's out in my garage right now, only because of space, because of that. But I did make probes for this. These are solderless connectors. That and the pin jacks that go in there, I made those. And so that works with this. Normally it turns on. Actually, here where the ohms adjust is actually the off on switch actually. And it uses 12AU7s, a 112AU7 and a 6AL5. Well, 6AL5s, I've got about a dozen of them. And I tried all of them inside this, and all but like 2 worked really well in this thing. But see how the needle is bouncing back and forth? That is right now on ohms right now. But touch these 2 together, and it doesn't go back all the way. It only goes back part way. I mean, I could adjust the 0 on it, but I mean that works fine both ways. But the problem is, I need the ohms adjust to work, and it will work, but it just will not. It will not adjust enough to be used. So I got to figure that one out yet. And I didn't replace. I replaced a 6AL5. It looked like it was weak. That was one problem I had, because it wasn't even moving hardly at all on that at all. But the problem is, I think I have a weak 12AU7 tube in there, so I've got to check my stuff. I know I've got a couple. I just have to go and find them, dig them out. But that, and then I'll probably have to replace some of the caps in it. But other than that, I think that's all I'm going to end up doing to it, because it looks nice, if nothing else, even if it doesn't work good. Then in the meantime, I've also bought some more stuff on eBay again. Go figure. I bought a B&K 960 transistor analyzer, and it also has a VTVM in it, and power supply and some other stuff in it. And it's another older unit, and I have to go ahead and probably repair. So I'll have to take a look at that one. And then there was something else I bought. I can't remember what it was now, but there was something else I bought too. But anyhow, that stuff won't be coming for a while. So hi dog. Dog's looking at me funny. What are you looking at me like that for? Huh? What? Oh, here. Oh, wait a second. Oh. He's looking at me funny like, what are you doing? Hello? So what? What do you say? Anyway, so yeah, this is some of the things I'm playing around with here. Like I said, if it's not a gun stock, it's something else, And I've got all kinds of stuff in this radio, and that's going to be another impossible thing, but I'm going to try it anyway. And sleepy cat over there, dog here. So we're having all kinds of fun here. Right now it's quiet because my granddaughter Anaya isn't here. She's with my brother in church this morning. So anyhow, that's going to be it for now. Okay, say bye, Chubbs. Oh, there he goes. Whee! Jump on the kitty while you're here. Okay, bye for now.